Today on Timmy Tech TV, we check out the Fractal Design Core 3300 and our first 4K video. Stay tuned. So it's only fitting that our first 4K video be with a company that has really supported the channel. You guys have seen lots of Fractal Design case reviews. That is because they are a great company to work with, but also because I truly do like their products, which is awesome because they send them to me to review too. This is the Core 3300. In my opinion, actually kind of what I wish that the Core 3500 would have been more like. We'll get into a little bit about that later. In the front here, two 5 1/4 bays. You of course have the side venting and no removable panel there like some of the stuff you see. But we'll go ahead and take the front off. In the front, you can see we have this kind of noise deadening mesh filter. Not the easiest thing to clean out, but if you do let it dry thoroughly, it does clean out pretty well. We have a pre-installed 140 millimeter R2 silent fan. And of course, the sexy sleeving that goes right up to the end. Way to go. You have a 5 1/4 adapter down to 3.5. If you need it, you can remove that. Open 5 1/4 bay there. The front I/O, power, reset, hard drive LED, headphone, microphone, and two USB 3.0. And of course, on the very top, we have room for up to a 280 millimeter rad. Around the back, we have another pre-installed 140 millimeter fan, some extra venting to give your motherboard's headroom, your I/O cutout, 2, 4, 6, 7 PCI slots, your power supply knockout, and you notice no grommets or fan controller or anything on this case. That's because this is the little brother of the 3500, which means it's a little cheaper. On the side, we have room for a 120 or 140. On the back side, we of course have nothing. One thing I would like to see is it would be nice if these were the kind of screws that always stayed, in the side panels. That's a very small quibble. In the back, as always, as I would expect with Fractal Design cases, all black sleeved front I/O. So you have your HD audio, all your front I/O, and your USB. We have some nice ungrommeted, but like I said, this is the more value-oriented case, so you're gonna get some stuff like this. A CPU cutout that I wish was a little bit bigger, and then of course just some like dead space there. But all in all, you have a few punch outs. I would love to see companies start doing either punch outs across the top or like across here and across up. Something to where when you're running your 8-pin to the top, that you could zip tie it down and keep it out from the back of the case. Around the side, we see what makes this case unique. This is room for 3 2.5-inch drives, 3 3.5-inch drives. Of course, the 3.5-inch drives have that nice rubber grommet. This is really cool, guys, because you can still get a lot of hard drives in this case. They're out of your way, and you're not going to restrict airflow. Now, the cable management, not going to be as nice as it could be because you're not really going to hide a lot of the cables, but it's not a windowed side panel anyways. So that doesn't really matter. You just want to cable manage well enough that it's going to stay out of your way. The nice small attention to details, guys, are why I really like Fractal Design. So this is a value-oriented case. You're going to hear me say value-oriented a lot, but it has rubber feet for the power supply, and it has foam dampening on the back. That's not something you guys, you don't see that a ton. You of course have your interior exhaust fan and your front 140. So it comes with two 140 fans. It's a pretty good deal. The bottom vents are completely filtered. In the front, you do have room for a 240 or 280 rad. You can of course put the 280 rad or 240 rad up in the top too. There's plenty of headroom in this case. The side panels, not a lot of flex. There's a little, but there's not a ton there, and they're pretty hefty. So, it is nice quality constructed, thick steel, all rolled edges, not gonna gash yourself open. And it's pretty rigid. I'm flexing that pretty hard to get it to do that. And that's where I see this case being extremely good value for money. You can put two 280 rads in this case, not restrict airflow at all. I mean, you can put another one in the bottom if you want to. Fan. Well, I guess you could put a rad down there too. Like say if you had an R9 295, you could actually put that rad down on the floor and still have like nice clean exhaust and, you know, nice good intake and, you know, just who knows. Lots of options in this case, and that's what I like about cases. I like cases that give me the options to do the things that I want to do without being hamstrung in decisions that the company has made for you. What I would really like to see is some kind of, you know, easy installation for like a 5 1/4, a 3 1/2, something up top. Like I said, I'd love to see different thumb screws. Aside from that, there's not really much I can find wrong with this case. It does not come with a fan controller, but most motherboards now have at least 3 fan headers on them. So stock, you're going to have a CPU fan header and 2 auxiliary fan headers. It should not be a problem to add even more fans to this case and run them all off of your motherboard. Good luck to everybody on winning this case. If you haven't entered the contest and still would like to, you can go to contest.timmytechtv.com. Or if you want to win a white Node 304, you can go to node304.timmytechtv.com. That's also another contest we have going on right now. Thanks again to Fractal Design for one, not only being, you know, a great supporter of the channel, sending me lots of stuff to do reviews on, and giving me the ability to give you guys my honest opinion. I do want to thank them. It's awesome, the support they've shown the channel. Also helping get the 2 giveaways that are going on right now going. And hopefully we keep seeing great cases like this. This is Tim for Timmy Tech TV. Guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for all the support. We'll see you next time.